Hey YouTube, Matt and Allison Welch here. Welcome to part one of my Perfect Circle deck collection binder. There's two binders. Each deck has 15 decks. Each binder has 15 decks. Sorry. I did play 30 decks during the September '07 format. I didn't play them all at once though. I was switching decks like crazy each week. I had plenty of cards and stuff like that to make that possible. And recently I rebuilt all 30 of my Perfect Circle decks because I am retired from current format Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been retired for quite some time, and I wanted to keep it old school from here on out. And most of my friends, including my wife, we've all been getting into Perfect Circle format. My wife's more into April '06 format though, but she doesn't mind playing Perfect Circle. But I'm 100% pure Perfect Circle now. I don't have any GOAT format decks or Hat format decks, Edison format decks. It's all Perfect Circle. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first deck I have here is my most favorite one, the September '07 format Dark Magician deck, which did bring me a lot of victories back during that format. That's my original Marshmallow too. Yeah, Cyber Dragon I did use when I back then because it was good tribute fodder and it was a good beat stick. Magician's Valkyria, the Spellcaster lock, was just amazing. Yeah, that Magician of Faith's seen better days. That's my original one too from Starter Deck Joey. Yeah, the trap lineup's going to be the same in most decks. Battle Guard, my second favorite deck. I even play Battle Guard then too. It's more of like a Battle Guard warrior type deck. And then Macro Monarch. When I brought this deck back, it wasn't a pure Macro Monarch deck, but I had to get the other stuff to make it possible. This is exactly how I played it. And I've gotten some good tournament wins with this deck too. I actually used this on Saturday, by the way, when I was at a tournament. That was my only day off too, but I don't have any days off coming up anytime soon. It's going to be several weeks because everything's going crazy at my job. I'll take the extra work though, it's good money. Blacklist Soldier. Back then it was my favorite ritual monster. And also too, for a little bit of history, Blacklist Soldier was originally my favorite card before Dark Magician. And then in October of '03, I just started getting Dark Magician out. No, October of '04, I started getting Dark Magician out a lot more in my beatdown deck that I had. And just became my all-time favorite card. Dark Paladin, my favorite fusion monster. So, there's September '07 Elemental Hero, which this deck actually has an extra deck with 3 of every fusion that was out during the time, before the Omni Heroes came out. Oh yeah, that's a Wing Creep, that's a promo. I love that artwork, it's so cute. This brought me a lot of victories. I used it in a tournament twice, and it did very well. Yeah. And there was no limit to the extra decks, so you can have as many cards as you want. But, of course, this is what I had back in the day. Even though it was very highly impossible to get everything out, but it's good to have choices. Spellcasters. My favorite type of monster. Even though I didn't have Dark Magician, Skildark was a good beatdown. So is Gemini Elf, and the Magician's Valkyrias. Holy Vindictives. That's my original Karibo, by the way, from Metal Raiders. Warrior. And Dragon. Oh, that's my favorite artwork of Blue Eyes, by the way. I love the tablet one. Yeah, I want to try to have it have a neat, tidy layout. And Insects, because I did play Insect that format. This deck did pretty well. I got second with this deck. Once I get a day off from work, I got to test Insects out with some of my buddies. And eventually, somewhere down the road, Dark Magician 84, shout out to him, by the way. And I want to have a few games with some of our September 07 format decks on Messenger or something, but I'm going to have to figure that out because I don't have a proper working computer at the moment. So maybe I can use my phone and just use Messenger that way and just put it on a stand like that and have it work. Well, I'll figure something else out. It's not a big deal. Where there's a will, there's a way. My beast deck. Big Koala is my favorite beast monster, by the way. These are original prints of Wild Nature's release, by the way. Beast Soul Swap was good because of Wild Nature's release. Its side effects. So, Beast Warrior. Yeah, Cyber Dragon is here because it was a beats deck. Cyber Dragon was good in any deck, didn't matter what it was. Mystical Knight of Jackal, my favorite Beast Warrior in the game. I preferred Compulsory over Sakuretsu because it just helped with extra deck stuff. Winged Beast. Harpy's brother, even though it's now called Sky Scout. This actually helped Winged Beast out big time because it gave him a Fairy Meteor Crush effect. Yeah, and I did play Razia in here. I had Swift Birdman Joe in here as a holder, but I did use Razia. Razia is my favorite Monarch. Sorry about that. I had a bug on the lens. And then Fiend. Yeah, End of Anubis is my favorite Fiend monster in the game. Yeah, Raphael, the Lord of Phantasms, was the boss monster of the deck, along with End of Anubis. Yeah, more of a beatdown type strategy here, but I love the beatdown strategies. They're my favorite strategies back in the day. Yep, and that is it, you guys. That is it for this binder. I'll be right back with binder number 2 with 15 more Perfect Circle format decks. Thanks, guys. Later.